Hello, hello, everyone. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Well, wow. So this is my first ever stream I'm doing ever. Um, I am nervous. Not gonna lie to you guys, but I appreciate whoever comes by this video and whoever watches. I really do appreciate this. So basically, the whole gist or what's my or what I'm gonna be talking about is, I'll be talking about anime because I enjoy anime and I also enjoy sports and various of other things, music as well, just different types of topics because I just like to cover or just like to talk about a wide range of topics. Also, this is helping my public speaking because I can't public speak. Well, or I'm just terrible at public speaking. Um, so yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone that's ever watching. I know this stream right now isn't or doesn't have the best setup. First of all, my webcam kind of blurry, um, and also I don't have Safari or uh, the application I'm using, which is Safari. I don't have it in full screen because for some reason I don't know how to put my webcam on top of that, but webcam top of Safari. But I'll figure that out as time goes on, or things like that. Um, but yeah, hopefully we have fun. Um, and of course, I just want to create like some sort of community, I guess you can say. Um, where people voice their opinions and we can, agree, disagree, have engagement, shares our likes and dislikes, or, different varieties of topics. That's what I hope I do, or that's what I hope I can create. So, yeah, wow, okay. So, oh, also, the mic, yeah, I have to fix that up as well, try and get the perfect filter, or because sometimes you can hear the puffing noises, which I know can cause like can hurt your ears because it hurts my ears right now kind of talking if I puff too loud. But with that out the way, today we're going to be talking about sports and anime. Specifically for sports, mostly sports jerseys or NFL jerseys that had just been released. um, So, and anime, and the anime is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 3. Uh, so let's get straight into it. Like I said, I'm giving my thoughts and opinions, and let's do this. All right, let's go to the bookmarks. Oh, wow, bookmarks. So, for my bookmarks, I want to talk about the NFL jerseys and the helmets that have been released. Uh, well, this is college right now, but the NFL helmets or jerseys alternates that have been released is one of them from the Tennessee Titans. They're coming back with the Houston Oilers. The Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers have a sick, amazing color combination, and I'm happy that the Titans are coming back with it. The Titans regular jerseys, they're nice and all, but that baby blue or whatever type of blue that the Houston Oilers use is amazing. And I'm like I said, I'm just very ecstatic and happy that they're coming back because they're one of the best jerseys in the league, or you could even say like the best jerseys ever in NFL. Yes, I did say that. Next, I want to talk about is the Atlanta Falcons coming back with the red helmets. The red helmets reminds me of uh, I think I don't know if the Vic era war, but it just reminds me of old classic Falcons. These helmets are honestly perfect. I wish can become like the regular helmets that they wear, but I know that's not going to be the case. It's just going to be an alternate. But I'm just happy that they brought them back because those helmets look phenomenal. And I'm not really a big fan of the Falcons' current jersey. I'm not really a big fan, actually, of any teams with that current big font jerseys. The only one, actually, I take that back. The only ones that I really like is the Cincinnati Bengals with the regular uh, Bengals, or I think, yeah, it just says Bengals on the front and then just the numbers. I really don't like that, but Bengals did a nice job with it. Next is the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I'm kind of in the minority here. I like it, but I don't like it. To me, it has too much blue on it, or too much blue. The color combination, I like it. It really gives it back that throwback feeling. But for me personally, I'm just really not a big fan of it. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it is a nice throwback, but it's not one of my favorite throwbacks. I know a lot of people like this or enjoy this color combination, enjoy this jersey, but not me personally. It's not ugly, but it's not my cup of tea. But it is nice. I can't take that back. The Cleveland Browns, the dog pound. The Browns did something. They really did. They hit the nail. They hit, yeah, the nail on the head with this one. This one is honestly perfect. I give it a 10 out of 10 with that white helmet. Um, the jersey is fine, all white. The all white look. It's sick. It's so sick. It gives me like a I guess stormtrooper vibes, or I think it was a Planet Hoth or in Star Wars where it was like them. I think they're troopers as well, wearing all white. They're so sleek and nice. They look absolutely phenomenal, amazing. I know the Cincinnati Bengals also did the white helmets as well, another Ohio team, but the Browns really knocked out the park with this one. These are great. Um, Also, what I also want to talk about is, oh wow, what is going on? I also want to talk about we're gonna get to the Colts in a minute, but I do want to talk about the Detroit Lions as well. If I can find it for some reason, where's the Lions? Lions. Lions. Let's see. Let's talk about Detroit Lions. Okay, here's the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions one is sick. I do not care what anyone says. The Detroit Lions helmet, the 90th anniversary helmet, is sick. People say, "Oh, it looks like a child has drawn the logo on the Lions helmet." It's like, okay, I definitely can see where that's coming. But at the same time, this is probably one of the best Lions logo ever. A lot of people in Michigan likes that logo. I like that logo. And like I said, many others like that logo. I understand it might not be like up to date or it's all nice. This new logo, this other stuff. It's just an old time logo. It's not a good logo. I think the logo looks really good. Really good. I give the helmet honestly a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed the logo. It screams old school Lions. This is when the Lions were back when they were good. Now, I don't believe on that model, not really model, but that saying like, or people say, "Oh, I don't like this certain jersey color, or I don't like the scheme, or I don't like this logo because it brings back a darker times and this team's history." It's like, okay, I completely understand that, but at the same time, it's still nice. For example, I'll give out an example. Another Detroit sports team, the Pistons, when they came out with that turquoise horse, a lot of people weren't a fan of that. They were a fan of that bad boys, red, white, and blue, red, blue, white Pistons uniform. But but that turquoise uniform is honestly one of the best or the best Pistons uniform. It's different and it screams, I guess, during that what I guess the 90s era of the NBA was like with the Toronto Raptors, the Atlanta Hawks. I think the Denver Nuggets. I don't know if they had that rainbow, and no, I don't think they had the rainbow in the '90s. I think that in the '80s. But there's various of Milwaukee Bucks. There's various of other teams that had that their logo on the front, and it was amazing. And I'm a big fan of having that logo on the front. Vancouver Grizzlies, them as well. But yeah, I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but basically to sum it up, I love these helmets. I don't care what anyone says. These helmets are sick. They're nice. They're clean. Now, lastly, last but not least, let's talk about the Indianapolis Colts. What they're rocking with. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Indianapolis Colts. The Colts uniforms, they're all right. I really want to like them. I know a lot of people don't like them at all. They're calling them the blue. The Duke Blue Devils because I guess there is a resemblance to the to Duke's um jerseys, their football jerseys. I can understand that, but actually, let me pull it up. Duke's jerseys. All right, let's see. All right, football jerseys. All right, let's look at the Duke Blue Devils football jerseys. Mm, all right. So yeah. So let's use this image for example. This compared with the Colts. See the black jerseys, blue helmets, or well, this the Colts has black helmets, but you see the color combinations very similar. But I do want to like them. I really don't like. I do not like the texture of the Colts uniforms. I really don't like the texture of them. Um, they're I don't know, but I will give this rating of a 7 out of 10. Um, the Colts could have done better. I don't think it's as bad as people making it be. I think people just extremely dislike them. I don't like to use the word hate. I think they just extremely dislike them because, of course, people say it doesn't match. It doesn't match with the whole flow of things. The black helmet, blue jersey, those two, how they have it organized doesn't match. But I think it's just over disliked. It still looks nice, but it's not. It doesn't deserve the amount of hate it is getting. So I give it a 7 out of 10. Could have done better. Now let's go to college. College. Let's go to talk about college. The Ohio State Buckeyes with these gray uniforms. Now, I'm not an Ohio State fan. Not the slightest bit of fan. I'm actually a fan of their rival team. But these uniforms are beautiful. They're amazing. I I I don't usually like all gray uniforms. I don't. The one uniforms everyone love for some reason, the Detroit Lions all gray uniforms, I dislike. I really don't like them. They just look too plain, too basic. They don't look nice at all. But for some reason, Ohio State pulls it off perfectly. Amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this. Uh, of course, the black lettering in the front. It feels like the big patch on the right side, the Nike on the left, the arm it's kind of like a shoulder. I call it like a shoulder band right here with the scarlet. Uh, scarlet. That look or whatever, however you call it, that look. It looks great. It gives like an old time feel mixed with the newer feel, and Nike knocked out the park with this one. I give this 9.5 or 10 out of 10 because Those look amazing. Uh, so I think that's all I want to talk about for football specifically. Um, like I said, I'll be talking about various things, sports and anime. What's the next thing I want to talk about? Hmm, 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 hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Um, let's see. All right, let's talk about basketball, or kind of basketball-ish. So this image came up. All right, the caption says, "If these number one overall picks teamed up from each decade, who wins?" 90s. So Team 90s: Allen Iverson, Larry Johnson, Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal. Team 2000s: Derrick Rose, D Rose, LeBron James, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Yao Ming. Or, and lastly, Team 2010s: Kyrie Irving, John Wall, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. Who do I have winning, or who do I believe is winning? I'd say Team 2000s. Now, hold on. Team 90s. I know everyone on a Team 90s, but I don't know Larry Johnson as much as these other players on 90s, of course. I know Larry Johnson is like a two-time All-Star. He was a great player. He was a great good player on the Charlotte Hornets. I know that um, I've heard people talked about him, but for some reason I just haven't really deep dive into Larry Johnson's career. But and also got the Team 2010s. You really can't say too much about that because Zion Williamson, I don't think technically hit his prime yet, or you could say hit his prime because he's dealing with a lot of injuries right now. No one knows when he's gonna come back, when he's gonna be fully healthy. Um, there's a possibility next season, or he comes back even better. So he hasn't hit his full stride. Karl Anthony Towns, I have no idea because it seems like he's stagnant in a way. Like he, I don't know if he reached his plateau yet. It seems like he could get better, but I don't know if he hit his peak yet or if he's just like a player that you already see what you're gonna get with them. So I don't know. Anthony Davis, we're talking about these guys in their primes. So Anthony Davis in his prime, yes, he was of course really good. He was really good. I think like the first season when he was with the Lakers, and he was good like throughout his career when he was on Pelicans and the New Orleans Hornets. Remember Pelicans Hornets? Yeah, New Orleans. So yeah, he was good during that time. John Wall. Hey, people forgetting John Wall was amazing, and during his prime on the Wizards. Actually, you know what? Let me look up his stats. Actually, let's look up John Wall's stats. John Wall stats. Oh, John Wall, you could say is somewhat underrated because he kind of reminds me of, well, you could say he was a earlier Russell Westbrook, even though Russell Westbrook was drafted before John Wall. You could say he reached this, he was like a earlier Russell Westbrook and like kind of like a Derrick Rose type of player, I guess can say. Um okay, that is cool. Overview team seasons. Let's see seasons. Okay, I just want like his year by year. Come on now. You know what? I'm about to go to reliable source. And that reliable source is Wikipedia. All right, let's go Wikipedia. All right, John Wall. All right. Please go to stats. All right. So, as you see, PPG for I would say for me personally, anything above 15 points per game is good, or you could good, real good, really good, almost to great. Because just think about if everyone on the team scored 15 points per game. I don't think that comes up too much, really, but it might. I'm not doing the math right now, but that's still really good. 15 points per game if everyone can score that. So he had 15 points per game, and shoot, almost all of his years, except of course, um, when he got to Houston. That's when things started taking a little dive. But he came back again this year when he was on the LA Clippers. So he honestly, I didn't even know this. John Wall really only had one down year, and it was the year when he was with the Houston Rockets when he was going through things and stuff like that. You can also factor in, I guess people can factor in the games played. Recently played 34. Understand. Let's look at his field goal percentage. Field goal above 40%, which I think that's pretty good. That's good. That's real good. His 3-point percentage. Let's not talk about that. That's not. That's That's not good. Free throw percentage. Okay, in the 70s, 7 percentile. For a point guard, that could be better. Okay, assist per game, great assist numbers, steals, basically averaging like one steal a game. That's good. Blocks per game, not really expecting much for a point guard. Playoffs, playoffs, he played good as well. The most games he played in playoff was in 2017, and that's when he had the most points per game, or had the peak of points per game in his career. So that's good. So yep, let's go back. So John Wall is underrated, and of course Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is great as well. But and then we can go to the winner, my winner, Team 2000s. Derrick Rose in his prime, beast. LeBron James, no comment. We already know about this. Blake Griffin in his peak. He Now this is interesting. Which Blake Griffin are we choosing? Because we're saying peak players, but honestly, you could say his peak was that one season he had with his Pistons and the Pistons. Because if you actually looked at the highlight reel and his stats, he was really good on the Pistons. He really was. He could. That's when his game evolved, and that's when he could do anything. He still could dunk, somewhat. He still can throw it down. Um, he could shoot. He could pass, free throws. He literally did basically everything. He honestly was the main reason why the last time the Pistons was in the playoffs was because of Blake Griffin. You can make that argument because Blake, he was on a different level. Literally, he was carrying that team, and then I remember they got swept by I think the Milwaukee Bucks, but dude was injured. I think that's when Blake Griffin played. I think that's last time. Yeah, Blake Griffin. Yeah. Next is prime Dwight Howard, absolute beast. That 2009, 2010 season, great. During his prime, doing the Cam Newton real quick, the Superman, uh, he was absolutely great. He was something to watch, really. Prime Dwight Howard. And Yao Ming. Yao Ming is also a great big man. Not talked about as much as he should be, but because I understand his career was, I guess you could say, cut short due to injuries. Well, it was cut short due to injuries, but he when he was out there, he was great. So I mean, um, yeah, and then let's I guess review Team '90s because I went through all of them, and I did mention Larry Johnson, but let's go through the rest of the '90s. AI, come on now, The Question, got a song named after them, White Iverson. I know that was corny, that was probably a terrible joke, but I said it anyways. Allen Iverson is in the tops. Probably not not in the top 10, but he's in one of the tops. Chris Webber, when he was on the Kings, he was great. He was really good on the Kings. The Warriors, he was good when he was on the Warriors. Kings. Um, what other teams did Chris Webber play for? Let's see. Let's see Chris Webber. I know he played for the Pistons as well. Uh, I know he played Warriors, Kings. He was great. When he was on the Kings, that was his prime years. He was on the 76ers? Really? That's crazy. I didn't even know. I did not. I definitely did not know that. Um, teams. No. Oh, I know people probably screaming at their screen because I did not scroll down. I should have. So he played Sacramento 7 seasons. Oh, he was in Washington. Is this Washington? Yeah, he was on the Washington Bullets slash Wizards. Okay, did not know who was in Philly. Wasn't Golden State and wasn't with Detroit. But Chris Webber, wow, let me see. Wow, career. He averaged 20. Hold on now. I did not know that. I know Chris Webber was good, but I didn't know he was that good. Oh. Oh, no. What? Okay, I take back everything I said. Chris Webber was that dude. I know he was that dude on the Kings. I do know that for sure. And I do know they should at least be in the Lakers and won those series that they played against them. But I know Chris Webber was like that. Okay. All right, Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, the quiet man, the absolute dominant monster. And then come on now, Shaquille O'Neal. No one stopping Shaq. But out of all these, like I said, I picked the Team 2000s because Team 2000s has too many play. I mean, actually, what I wish they would have done, and I know I'm gonna sound like a Curry fanboy, but they should put Steph Curry 100% Team 2000s. Because if they would have put Steph Curry and all these other guys are on their prime, he would have spaced out the floor for everyone. Because first of all, Blake Griffin, Dwight, and Yao Ming. Like I said, depends what Blake Griffin was using, but mainly throughout Blake Griffin's good part of his career, he was just a guy in the paint. Same with the White, and definitely same with Yao. That paint area would be all clogged up. LeBron somewhat can space the floor. Derrick Rose, he can space the floor as well. But if we had Curry though, he would definitely space out the floor, and it'll be difficult. But I don't know. I just think Team 2000s would win. That could be biased possibly because I was born in the 2000s and I've seen these players, but I'd just say 2000s. But people can make the argument no one's gonna stop Shaq, and it's gonna be difficult to stop Tim Duncan as well. But yeah, Team 2010s is out of here. Not really worried about that, but yeah, Team 2000s. Next topic. All right, I spent too much time talking on that. Next, let me see if anyone said anything. No. Okay. All right. All right. Who's an athlete that deserves the next big documentary? All right, now we got LeBron James and KDZ Durant, Kevin Durant, the Durantula, Slim Reaper. We got him and LeBron. Now, pertaining to these two, who deserve a documentary more? Kevin Durant. The reason why Kevin Durant is because I don't think he has a documentary about himself or that big of a documentary. I know this doesn't count, but I know he had that Thunder movie with that kid. I didn't watch it, but I know he had that movie. But I don't think KD has a documentary about himself. And Kevin Durant, his documentary will be extremely, extremely interesting. And honestly, would it be a not blockbuster, but would it be a blockbuster in terms of like NBA player documentaries? I wouldn't say on the level of like what was this is so terrible. I can't believe I forgot about this. Forgot the name of it. Like the Bulls documentary. Everyone, you know what I'm talking about during COVID. The Last Dance. It's not gonna be in the same level as Last Dance, but could it be on the same level as like LeBron's documentary? Well, like 2009, 2010. Uh, when that Forever song dropped with Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye, Eminem. Then could it be on that same level? Possibly, possibly. And I know it's gonna get NBA Twitter or NBA fans talking about it because when he makes that decision to Golden State, that's hey. I what's interesting, I never forgot about the day when that was announced. I think it was July 4th, 2015, maybe 15 or 16th. It's like it was July 4th or July 3rd, 4th, 5th, 2015, 2016, 2015. I think when he was announced to Golden State Warriors, and I just remember everyone was like, "Wow, now this is a game changer right here." The Golden State Warriors were already great. They already broke the record for amount of wins in a season, and they're adding Kevin Durant. Now, like I said, that's gonna get everyone talking. LeBron already had his documentary. Uh, it did end. It didn't, of course, didn't expand to his Cleveland arc. I mean, not Cleveland. His Heat arc, or when he got signed to Heat, or when he did that talk or voice where he was going for his future endeavors or future team he's playing for. But LeBron already got one. So, uh, yeah. But at the end of their, but of course, LeBron's still playing. Kevin Durant's still playing. My personal opinion is that when it says who's an athlete that deserves the next big documentary, and they have two current players, I think that's not a good. I'm torn. Here's the thing. I'm torn because I don't think it's a bad thing that a current player that's still playing the league gets a documentary. But at the same time, it's like their story isn't finished. But at the same time, it's kind of sad when they're at the end of their career or when they do retire and then their story is finished and you end up watching it and you watch it to the end. It's like, dang, there's no more to his story. Well, there's more story into his personal life and what he's gonna do, or hopefully what he's gonna accomplish, uh, after retirement. But it's like we won't be able to see him see them play. This goes for man, woman, or anyone. We won't see them play again. So, but a player that would like to see get a documentary that is not really popular is and that's not shown is Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet. What are you talking about? Why him? Well, I watched that interview when he was on the Pivot. I like the Pivot. The Pivot podcast is a really good podcast. Uh, hopefully one day I'll be on that podcast or something like that because that's an amazing podcast. But he was on the Pivot and he was talking about his life and things like that. And just hearing him talk about how he grew up and how real he is, and like I just remember this moment where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to these kids like hey, basically like straighten up, like I'm giving you real advice, or I'm just gonna talk to you like being real with you. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. and saying that type of stuff, and how his whole demeanor, how he carries himself, saying, "Oh, he really doesn't mess with the shenanigans, with the crowd heckling and things like that," and also how the most interesting part is him being undrafted and how he became an all star, which is not it's not unheard of, but it's very very rare. There's only a select few undrafted NBA players that become an all star, yeah, and succeed, and then after that signing a huge contract. And of course, I understand that um, probably the last undrafted player that made an All Star was not going to get a contract that big because NBA money was isn't where it is right now. But I'm saying like a big contract during that time, because let's not kid ourselves. VanVleet contract for an elite player is still really good, amazing, phenomenal. Shoot, that's top player money. He's getting top player money. He's not being looked at as an undrafted player. He's being looked at as one of those dudes, one of those guys. So I would like to see a Fred VanVleet documentary, NBA documentary. That would be extremely interesting. Um, all right, next NBA topic. You agree? No. What are we agreeing to? Uh, the greatest throwback jersey matchup of all time was wasted in the bubble. Mm. Hmm. Uh, I'd say so. Yeah, but I don't think that's I don't think that's the greatest throwback jersey matchup of all time. The greatest jersey throwback of all time is actually, yeah, it is the Vancouver Grizzlies and the Toronto Raptors, but they use the wrong Raptors jersey. If they use that purple dinosaur, purple raptor, if they use Barney, the purple dinosaur, instead of the white jersey, they use the purple one, that would have been phenomenal. But hopefully, I don't know why Raptors didn't use the purple one yet. I don't think have they used the purple one. I don't think so. Because I know last season or the season before that, they had the dinosaur again, but it was black and gold, which was cold. But I don't understand. Low key, and also he has one of the greatest jerseys of all time too now. Ever since they done the City Edition jerseys, came out with that, the Vice City, and also you got the Pistons, you got the Bucks, um, Hawks, Nuggets. You still got a lot of teams with great jerseys, but yeah, it would have been. I'd say they did, I guess, waste it on the bubble, but at the same time, thank goodness it wasn't purple, the purple Raptors jerseys, because if it was, then that's definitely 100% wasted. And man, sure. All right, what's the next topic I can talk about? Hmm. Next topic. Next topic. What should we talk about? Anime right now? Yeah, let's talk about that. So, do I want to start with Jujutsu Kaisen or Bleach? You know what? Let's start off with. Hmm. Let's start off with Jujutsu Kaisen, the review of the second season, episode 3. Let's start off with that. So, the episode start off with Rico. I think that's how I pronounce the girl's name. Rico. She she was. My apologies. Like I said, I'm trying to do So, all right. So Rico, the episode started. She was in a body of water. She was in an ocean. I don't know. This scene was weird. Not weird, but it was very interesting because, of course, scenes like these, you're like, okay, is there a certain meaning behind this? What does it mean? But then she got a text message that, hey, her maid, I apologize, I got the maid's name, but her maid has been kidnapped by who? Uh, the group of guys that are after to, get Riku, Riku. Oh my goodness. To get her. Uh, but then Gojo and Suguru. What's pronounce the guy's name? Um, Suguru. Yeah, Suguru. Yeah. Gojo and Suguru. But I don't know why she was behind those bars, but she was. Not bars. Not she was behind the bars, but she was behind them, and they were talking about how they were going to rescue, or Riku wants them to rescue her, of course. And I really didn't fully understand this scene because it seemed like uh, Suguru was blaming himself that the maid got kidnapped, but I don't know if he was or what was going on. But yeah, but Gojo and Suguru was talking about, yeah, we're gonna save the maid or save her. Enrico was like, okay, I'm thankful, but I need to come with you guys to, save her. I haven't said my goodbyes or anything like that. I can't just leave her like that. And, Gojo was like, hey, are you sure about this? Because if, everything else fails, then we're just going to take you to Jujutsu High. I think that's what he said. And she's like, yeah, I'm 100% sure. All right. Now, next scene after that was okay, this is jumping a little bit ahead. All right, but trying to reconnect my memory. Okay, after this, um, there was a beach. Was it the beach? No, it wasn't the beach just yet. I think that's when they got on a plane, and then they were reminiscing, or when they were on the beach. Then they were on the beach. They're reminiscing. The maid was finally rescued, and Suguru and the maid were reminiscing about how they saved her, or get the maid was giving her perspective in a way, and Suguru was just talking about um, the plan or how everything came to be. How they saved her and things like that. And then you get this picture of first year Nanami. I think that's Nanami. Is it Nanami? Hold on, let me get my phone. I'm just trying to make sure. Is that Nanami? Is that pronounced the guy's name, or am I saying it right? Yeah, it is Nanami. So first year Nanami, and then this other dude. Now this other dude, I forgot his name, but I'm an anime only watch for Jujutsu Kaisen. So someone please tell me or inform me. Uh, was this dude in the first season? Because I don't remember him, or who he could be. Actually, I take that back. No, hold on. I might be connecting two dots now. Two dots now. Hold on. Might be big brain energy right now. Is he that dude in the first season when Nanami was facing that dude? I'm sorry, as I guess you get to know me, or hear me talk. I'm really bad with names when it comes to anime. I am, but and hopefully I will start to remember these names, or I will be trying to get better when remembering these names. But the dude with the scars, what's the guy's name? Let me look him up. Dude. Oh, why just say dude? Where is dude? Okay, no, I'm gonna stop because I'll be spoiling myself. That's why I don't want to look on the internet. No. dude with gray skin. So, I'm trying to give picture reputation who I'm talking about because probably like, what are you talking about? This dude. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name because I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong. But this guy right here, was he in the sewer fighting, or I don't know if he was fighting, but I remember there was a dude also in Nanami that I think he was fighting. That this guy right here, was he that dude? He had brown hair as well. I think he had a scarf, possibly. I might be completely wrong, but was he this dude right here? Please tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay, I'm spending too much time talking about this. But yeah, we get a picture of them. The next scene after that, more beach scene. Gojo is trying to line up the mood, or trying to have fun with her because he's trying to create memories for her before she Rico has to become one with, got the other name of the other thing as well, but has become with this thing at Jujutsu High. um you know you could tell by his face or by his demeanor, like, hey, I'm trying to give this girl the world. I'm sorry, I like to use air quotes, but he wants to give her the world, and that's what he's trying to do by going on this trip. And also the maid and Suguru was with that 100% because after that, after she becomes one with this thing at Jujutsu High, then she won't get to see the maid anymore. Get to see her friends she met at the school. Get to see anyone. So that's what he was doing. All right, now here we go. Oh, not just yet. So after that, Gojo was like, you know what? Because Suru said like, hey, time is up. Let's bring her to Jujutsu High. But Gojo's like, wait, hold on. You know what? Let's create more memories. Let's do something else. So Suguru's like, you have to stay awake for like another day, or you already been awake for so long, you haven't slept at all. You sure you want to stay awake? Gojo was like, yeah, I'm good. I can stay awake for longer, and that's what he did. He they end up going to an aquarium, and this picture is just illustrating her. Let's just say this picture is illustrating. Oh, not wait, hold on. Now that I think about it, it go connects to the first scene of this episode, and I'm gonna explain why in a minute. Why it connects to the first scene of this episode. This scene, from the first scene to another scene that I will talk about in a minute. But yeah, this scene is what's the right word I'm trying to use? It's impactful. It's, man, what is that word I'm trying to use? Basically, what I'm trying to say is like this scene will come into play later, as well as that first scene from the episode. So now, after that scene wrapped up, they go back to Jujutsu High. Gojo and the maid and let me see how to pronounce Suguru his name, because I don't like how to pronounce it. Let me see his pronunciation. Because I don't like how I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Uh, let's see. Let's hear it. Suguru. Okay, Suguru. So I say Saguru. Suguru. So next scene, Suguru, Gojo, and Maid, and Rico goes to Jujutsu High, and This dude right here. This dude right here. This dude. This dude right here. Toji. Ooh, I'm too close. I'm sorry, I'm too close. But Toji. This dude Toji. He is an animal. A beast. He is that dude. He is. Hey, just tell me what's up. I'm about to get the job done. This dude, Toji, I think that's his name, Toji. He's different. He's like, hey, I'm with it. We about to throw some hands. I do not care that this girl's a high schooler and I have to go after her. I don't care that she's young. I don't care. I'm about to go up against these high schoolers with powers. I mean, I have powers too as well, but I don't care that they're high schoolers as well. We about to throw some hands and I'm about to get the job done. This dude Toji. Do you know what he reminds me of? Now, this is gonna sound crazy. I never watched Naruto Shippuden. Naruto. I never watched Naruto Shippuden. I watched the original Naruto, one of my favorite animes, but I never watched Shippuden. The reason why is because I felt like social media spoiled it for me, because you know how people clip scenes into videos and post them and things like that, and you try not to watch them, but for some reason they keep showing up your For You page and other things like that, and you just end up like, you know what, I probably didn't go in depth into these scenes or, you know, the background behind them scenes, but it seems like they just clipped like the main aspects of it. But okay, that's besides the point. No, that's not besides the point, but this dude reminds me of, from what I've seen, like I said, I've never watched Naruto Shippuden, but it reminds me of Pain for for a way, because how Pain brought I think Konoha City, or what he did to Konoha City, or what he did to Naruto, and like, you know, the pain he brought Naruto, things like that. Toji is somewhat similar. Like, both of them, like, is bringing about something. You know, I know that's like saying, oh, this all anime villains bring about something, but no, it's something different. Like Toji and Pain, they run similar to me in some ways or some aspect. Like I said, I haven't watched Shippuden fully, so I mean watched Shippuden at all, but I don't know the context of Pain, but they were similar from what I've seen. But like I said, Toji is a different beast, different animal. So, all right, let's see next scene. All right. So, no, let's actually go back. So, Toji, he threw hands with Gojo. Oh, I probably should have said that. See, I'm messing up. I probably should have said, hey, you know what? I really didn't spoil anything that much, but listen. If you don't want to be spoiled anymore, stop watching for right now and come right back. I know I probably can't alert or anything like that, but stop watching and come back, because what I'm about to say is definitely gonna spoil it, even though I kind of already spoiled it, but this is like a very impactful scene. So, hey, stop watching for right now, or just mute. Actually, you know what? Just mute for right now, because this told you, yeah. So, stop watching. Mute right now. All right, still watching. All right, I'm about to talk about. So, Toji, well, it's fighting Gojo right now. Toji absolutely wrecked Gojo, and of course, the argument is Gojo is tired. Um, you know, Toji did this on purpose, because if you know a little bit of the backstory, the first two episodes, Toji whole point was to wear out Gojo. Let me see if that. Let me see. His name is Toji, right? Let me see. I just want to make sure. But his whole point was to wear out Gojo, and that's what he did. Because if you watch the scenes or watch when you're watch the scene in particular, you can see sweat drips down Gojo face. You could just see he has a lack of sleep and he's tired because, like I said, you can see sweat and things like that. You're like, oh, just sweat, they're fine. No, you could tell. You could tell the artist did a good job. You could tell Gojo is not just sweat. He's actually tired. But Toji, he he essentially killed Gojo. I'm just keeping it apart. He killed Gojo, or that's what he said. He killed Gojo. This dude Toji is ruthless. The way how he did it. I haven't seen like that in a while. How go because Gojo, I guess you could say, is the main character in Jujutsu Kaisen, but the way he did that, did like how a character, a villain did do to main character, like absolute like ruthless. This dude Toji, that's why I said he's like that. He's he's that dude, because the way he did Gojo is absolutely crazy. And I do remember another scene, a scene within this scene was when Toji was saying like uh Gojo was saying, "Hey, do I remember you from before?" Toji's like, "No, no, you don't remember, or I don't remember you, or something along the lines of that." And then Toji was going back and from memory. He said, "This kid was the only kid that could see me, or his eyes were the only one that could see me, or something similar to that, something along the lines of that." So next scene, we're in, I think, the basement of Jujutsu High. Um, yeah. Now we're in the basement of Jujutsu High. Uh, Suguru, the maid, Rico, they're all down there in the basement, and Suguru Suguru said, basically when they got in the basement, he said, I'm trying to remember. He said, "You know what? Gojo and I decided that you have two options actually." What? Two options? Two options? What are we talking about? Two options. First option is, hey, we can go through with this. You can be one with the thing. I forgot. Like I said, I apologize. Forgot the thing from Jujutsu High, so can keep everything running, keep everything in order, or you can actually go back home. We'll take you back home. Continue living your life the way it was. What? Hold on. You guys decide that? And then I don't know if Gojo or Suguru said, I forgot which one said, but they said we're both like powerful, like one of the powerful members of Jujutsu High. We'll have to fight this thing, but we'll be all good. We'll basically be fine. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard, but we basically got this. That's what was saying. And then you got this moment, Rico, also her, reminiscing or talking about her past, saying, "Hey, both my parents sadly passed away. Now I I don't know if she's like now I don't really remember. I really don't remember them or things like that. But now she said, I knew I was different. I knew at a young age I was different from everyone else. I had these, like I knew I was special." And then she talks about, but then the music started playing. Now hold on, the music started playing. I'm getting excited. Well, not excited, but the music started playing, and then you get background. Okay, now I start to make new friends. The woman, she's amazing. My life is actually going great now. I'm happy. You know what? And she did like the whole anime girl thing where it's like, my like, uh, this it's amazing. I like with the blood flushed out cheeks or the blush in her cheeks, like just being all happy, all cheeks, like and then like that compassion type of thing, or telling her out feelings. She's doing all that and saying my life is amazing, it's great. Actually, you know what? I want to go back home. And Suguru like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Which is this scene right here. This scene right here. Wait, hold on. Who's the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen? Is that Gege Akutami? Let me see. Yeah, creator. Gege Akutami. Gege Akutami. Listen, I got a few words with you. I gotta say something, Gege. Why would you do that to us? Why? After this, like I said, Suguru said, yeah. Riko said, yeah. Music is at its high point. It's melodic. Actually, the intro music is playing. But you know how, like, there's like a different rendition of the intro music when it's like a build-up scene. The music was building up, and this is the height of the song. And when she said, yeah, when she said, yeah, when she said, yeah, you see a bullet. Bullet. A bullet go through her noggin. A bullet. She got head shotted by guess who? Guess who? I said guess who? By the man Toji. She got headshotted by Toji. I said, when I saw that scene, I was like, oh, because that was the most outrageous, unexpected scene I think I've seen ever in anime. Actually, yeah, I think it might be. I know it's definitely up there for sure, but this is just like, why would you do? Like, why would you? Like, this dude, Gege Akutami said, you thought you was about to get this happy ending, huh? Y'all thought. I got this music playing. I got, everyone feeling good, feeling nice. Like, yeah, this is about to be happy. Nah. Nah. I ain't gonna give you what you want. I'm different. It's different out here. It's different around here. I ain't about to do that. You basically said, what's that one meme? It's like killer or whatever that meme is or whatever. Hey, do you know what? Do you know my reaction? Like I said, that was my reaction. But this was also my reaction while I was watching. Was it that Kevin Hart video where let me see. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. This was my reaction. Okay, that's it. All right, how's everyone doing? Everyone's doing good. Yeah, doing good, doing well. Dang, I'm in stream for an hour. Wow, I really can talk, huh? That's crazy. Oh, that is crazy. Let's see. This is me. It's, let me see. Hmm, let me see. Oh, not that one. Let me see. Let me see. No, I'm not talking right now. I'm trying to find this. Yeah. Let me see. Is this far? Let me see. Let's see. Oh no, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I'm not talking right now. It's kind of getting boring. But let's see. A reaction. This was my reaction. This was my reaction when Rico. No, listen, listen. This is my reaction when Rico when that bullet went to Rico head. That's my reaction. Yeah, yeah. I was like, ha, ha, yeah, yeah, good Tommy, ha, aha, yeah, yeah, come, nah, nah, come on, there's gotta be some more to the scene. But nah, there wasn't really more. So after the bullet went through Rico's head, Suguru was like, wait, what? And then you see Toji come out with the weapon in his hand. He said, he's like, Sugar was like, why are you here? Why are you down here? What happened? What's going on? Like, of course he's too stunned. Of course, to just see what happened. The girl that he was protecting, and this girl that he got to know, even for a short amount of time, just got shot. And he's like, and of course he's like, what the heck is going on? And then Tojo's like, oh yeah, and Gojo too. Yeah, he's not here anymore. You know what I did to him. And then you just see Suguru. It's like, oh yeah, that's what we did to Gojo too. That's what we did to Gojo too as well. We're just like, all right, bet. And the last thing he said, you if you see, but you just see the creature start to come out because Suguru's all mad and pissed off and angry. You just see him say that word and then bam, that's it. That was it. So I'm like, wow, that's how we're gonna end the episode on a cliffhanger. Now I don't know if it's one of those things where she's all good, like they'll heal her, or something's gonna happen where she does become one thing because that's the only reason why she. I don't know if they can pull because sometimes anime pulls something off like that. That's gonna be the case, but as of right now, this was one of the most unexpected moments ever. This reminds me of that one episode on Chainsaw Man, which yeah, one episode on Chainsaw Man where I forgot the girl's name, but the girl with the eye patch. I know she has her issues, got some issues, but the girl from eye patch. This is a spoiler too, but the girl with eye patch basically passed away too in that series. It's like wait, we're serious. Wait, she actually is not here anymore. It gives off that vibe similarly a little bit, but this is like this girl's innocent though. Like she's just trying to live, and these people are after her. It's so it's so sad, man. But yeah, that episode is absolute crazy, absolute nuts. But yeah, I give that episode like a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. I know I'm rambling, I'm all over the place, but bear with me. You know, I really appreciate, you know, um, people that possibly are watching right now, or people that would watch this in the future. Like I said, I really do appreciate, everyone that's tuning in at some point, whenever that may be. But I do appreciate, people watching. But this is the first episode. Try to get used to things, but yeah, I did this episode like I think a 10 out of 10. This I wouldn't say it's a great episode, but because of that reason, but it episode it was something. It really was. All right, next thing I want to talk about. What do I want to talk about? Got the dude. Bleach. Ah, my ears. Ooh. Bleach, A Thousand Year Blood War is absolute flames, absolute fire. Literally every episode of Bleach, A Thousand Year Blood War, you could say is 10 out of 10. I'm being serious. I think Bleach might be not because of this, because of Blood War, but I think Bleach might be my favorite of the big three. So big three is why am I taking so long? It's One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. That's the big three. People may include Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z is way before Bleach, One Piece, Naruto. So yeah, that's not part of Dragon Ball Z isn't part of the big three. You could say that's like the father of the big three. But anyways, hold on, I keep doing that. Keep updating. But this is the image of Bleach, the manga panel, and then the anime. Crazy. I'm not gonna go into depth probably about Bleach in this video because I'm running a long time and I could talk about Bleach for quite a long period of time. But Bleach, A Thousand Blood War, like I said, it's just been flames. And if you see, and this isn't the only part where the manga and the anime has been on par with each other. There's been other scenes as well in A Thousand Year Blood War, but sheesh, Bleach anime is being different right now. It, it's phenomenal. It's literally flawless. There might be one or two scenes where like whatever, but like I said, basically like how many episodes in? Around 15, 16 episodes in. All of them you could say is a 10 out of 10 episode. I'm being serious. So that's just saying something. They did even Bleach ended in 2012. The anime ended in 2012. But, they didn't come back and do the final arc. The final arc was still being written during the Bleach anime, but I don't know why they decided to end it. But it decided to end. But thankfully, it has come back and it's come back better than ever. I think that gap was a blessing, honestly. I guess people say, blessing in disguise. I think that was a blessing in disguise for Bleach because I don't know if, this is a hot take, if they continued the anime while the manga was still going on, I don't think it would have been up to this level or up to this tier. Animation wise, possibly story wise, even though the stories from the manga, they probably would have done stuff differently. All this other stuff, I don't think it would have been on par with this. Not even close. So thankfully, they actually did take that break, and I was so hyped when they announced it was coming back. But this is just one aspect of, the anime being top tier, and also the story. I'm fully recommending to watch Bleach. Like I said, Bleach honestly could be my favorite out of the big three. And also, I remember people when I don't know if you guys remember, but when the first trailer was getting teased or dropped, I think this scene was included, and people thought that this scene right here, that yeah, I do remember. Okay, so when the trailer was dropped originally, it was like one of the original trailers of the Thousand Blood War. This scene showed up, and people thought that the animation, which is so crazy, people thought the animation um was just a promotional thing. Like, oh, the animation is not gonna be doing this good because you know how sometimes anime and also video games definitely fall into this trap where they make the promotional video or like the trailers really really good, really stand out. It's like there's no way that the video game or the anime is gonna look like this for all the episodes, or even one episode. They're just doing it to for the promotional, to get everyone hyped up. No, Bleach actually, every episode actually looks like the trailer, which is crazy. Crazy. Good on them. Because I remember when I saw this background too, I was in the crowd thinking, "There's no way that this is gonna be the background of something, right?" Because it just looks too clean, too good. No, it actually is. Like I said, this is the anime right here on the bottom. Phenomenal. Bleach, amazing. Go check it out, please. But yeah, that's all I want to say about Bleach right now. Check it out, amazing, phenomenal. All right, I'm on here for a while. Oh yeah, I got some memes. Some memes I guess I could talk about real quick. And then after that, I'm heading out of here. Also, this is I'm probably gonna look this up before I get head out. Actually, let's look it up right now. Actually, let's look up. This is Messi's opening game in the MLS. Messi is playing in or was on American team. A lot of hype. I'm not. I guess I wouldn't say the biggest soccer fan, but of course I'm aware of it. I watched the World Cup. The World Cup really got me into soccer. I mean, I was still somewhat into soccer, but the World Cup really, really got me into it. Um, but Messi, and now I'm also gonna be watching the Women's World Cup too. Um, you know, the Women's World Cup is probably gonna be good. Well, it's probably gonna be good. It is gonna be good, but yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Women's World Cup as well. I'm really excited about that. Team USA. What's going on? Brilliant free kick gives Inter. Oh, Messi scored a goal, huh? Oh, winning goal. Wow, that's a picture perfect story. Lionel Messi scores winning goal in Dream Inter Miami debut. Crazy, because I remember I was watching, it was 1-0, and then I guess the other team tied it, and now Messi scored the game winning goal. So good for Messi. Happy for him. You know, in my opinion, people are crazy. Hold on. I know this a little bit sidetracked, but are people okay? Are people fine? Like, I understand Messi is a great, and he inspires people, and yeah, basically inspires people to. He did all these things. I mean, how the way he grew up and how he made it out. I guess made it out or something, some story like that. But I don't understand. He's still a human being. Why are there people coming up to him and just taking pictures without him knowing or touching him? Or I saw this one video where a dude just came up and kissed him on the cheek. It's like, bro, it's like, dude, what are you doing? You would not like someone, even if you were at his stature, being big, famous, all that stuff. You would not like some random person come to kissing you on the cheek. You would not. And I'm pretty sure you would not like people coming up taking videos and taking pictures of you. And I've seen these videos of him, I think, as in his home country, Argentina, where I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not 100% saying this happened, but I've seen videos where he couldn't even basically leave the house. It seemed like everyone's near his house door, but hopefully Messi, everything's all works well for him and things for his family, everything like that. Always positive vibes. Always bring positive vibes. Always gotta, push positive vibes out to the universe. Always. Yep. But good for Messi, like I said. And like I said, women's play. Who did women's play today? U.S. women's. I know they won today. Who they played? Soccer. Vietnam. 3-0. All right. Hey, U.S. women's soccer is cold. I know that. I know. I think Sophie Smith scored 2 goals. Did she? How many goals did she score today? 3 goals. It's up to 3 goals. Sophie Smith scored 3 goals. Good for her. I know Robin's daughter. That's kind of rude of me saying Robin's daughter. She deserved to have her name being spoken. What's her name? Trinity Ramen. I know last match. I was watching the highlights. I know. Yeah, last match she scored 2 goals. Good for her. Actually, good for everyone. But good for everyone. But yeah, good for her. Good for the team. Good for both of them. Good for everyone. Yep. But yeah, I'll be watching the. Hopefully, I'll be watching the FIFA Women's World Cup. I know I'll be watching highlights for sure. I'm for sure gonna be watching highlights, but hopefully I can catch a game live. I'll watch the Gold Cup too. Honestly, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but thank goodness the U.S. got eliminated. CONCACAF Gold Cup. I know it's CONCACAF. I think it's Gold Cup. I think it's called the Gold Cup, but thank goodness U.S. got eliminated CONCACAF. Because I don't know if my heart could take back to back penalty shootouts, and the then they have to play in the finals if they won the second penalty shootout. But the crazy part is in both games they're literally trailing at a point at the in the first overtime. So after the 90 minutes is up, I think both them after the 90 minutes was up, and then they got in the first overtime. I think the opposing team scored the first goal both times. It's like, oh my goodness, the US is down. I don't know if they can come back, but somehow they make a way back, and with work that US magic and then win. But this time they lost to Panama. I think. Let me see, US men's soccer. I know Mexico won. Good for Mexico, because I know you could say the U.S. brought their whatever team out. They're still a national team, but yeah, they're still a national team though. I mean, still top, even though the U.S. is not really soccer, doesn't have the soccer culture or football culture. They're still really talented athletes, and but good for Mexico, because Mexico really did need that after what happened. Oh wow, that was loud. What happened in that other cup, or whatever it was, where the U.S. absolutely dominated them. But good for, like I said, good for Mexico. I'm happy for them. Need that. Who did they play with? I gotta give kudos to whoever beat them. I think it was Panama. All right. Let me see. Yep. U.S. men's national team falls to Panama on penalty kicks in 2023 Gold Cup. Yep. So it's Panama. Good for Panama. All right. Last things I want to talk about, because my voice is getting tired. I know I could drink water, but I've been at this for a while. Last things I want to talk about is I guess funny memes I come across. So this is funny. No, stop it. So the caption is, Spider-Man is sick and tired of these brothers. This brother Blade, I'm crying. Yo, This is crazy. Yeah, Spider-Man is crazy. Yeah, this Spider-Man is something different. The Spider-Man, 90s animated Spider-Man TV show is one of my favorite TV shows. I grew up watching that. Well, I didn't grow up in the 90s, but I grew up having that show on DVD and watching it. Good memories, good times. But I don't remember being like this. And what is it? Blade, the Blade that we're all I'm thinking of, Blade, Wesley Snipes Blade, or is there a different type of Blade in Marvel? Because that doesn't look like the Wesley Snipes. But then again, I'm pretty sure this probably came out before the Wesley Snipes Blade, maybe, or around the same time. I don't know, but that's very interesting. But yeah, this is absolute funny. I'm sorry. This dude Peter Parker threw the dude to this dude Blade to the side and said, and then don't like not like a hissy fit because he's still playing like, hey bro, come on, but and then after that he just knocked everything off the table and said, hey, I'm out, and it's basically saying I'm out. Funny. And then this other video, hold on. This dude had said, what? This dude's brother had said, Yankee. It said, Yankee. Oh my god. I just whisper Yankee because it's so tiny, bro. Look at this. Yeah, it's funny. Uh, yeah. I guess I'm gonna end on that. Oh no, nostalgia. Hold on, let's end on nostalgia. Going to Winnie's in the 2000s. Look at this. I remember it. Yeah. No, but then again, having carpet or was I forgot? I think it was carpet. Yeah, having carpet on a food establishment. That's a terrible decision. I don't know why that was a thing at all. It kind of reminds me of Pizza Hut. The feeling or the style reminds me of Pizza Hut. So yeah, bring back a little nostalgia, a little more happiness, I guess, to people that wants to remember, when they were growing up, when they're little, because I guess hopefully brings back good memories and things like that. So enough on some nostalgia. Wendy's, sir. All right, now I guess this is gonna be the end of my first ever stream. Yay! Woo! First stream. Um, Thank you to whoever I guess comes across this video or gonna be watching this video. Um, Hopefully this is the first out of many streams that I'll be doing. But hopefully it wasn't too boring. I'll try and make it as entertaining as possible. But I really want to thank you guys, thank everyone. Uh, I did have fun. I just got to do better at saying my thoughts and not going around what I'm trying to say. Actually, saying them from the jump or from the get go, and then go on an explanation, because that's I just got to work on that. And this is helping my public speaking because I'm on a public platform. Even though I'm not face to face, I'm still speaking publicly in a way. So yeah, thank you everyone. Like I said, I hope this is the first of many that will come by, or what I would do. Had fun. Thank you for listening and watching. Uh, and of course, I hope everyone have a glorious and great rest of your day. Okay, now, all right, everyone. Oh, hold on. This is kind of embarrassing. Move. No. All right, let's do it. All right, thank you, everyone. Like I said, hope everyone glorious, great rest of the day. All right, see ya. Thank you.